Awesome. Thanks for the reminder. Okay, just hitting record now. Okay, so so basically we want to share with you a little bit about what our vehicle is in our business, and also if this is something that you could do. And we titled this this Zoom event, What If? And it's a question that I'll get you to think about as you hear through this event tonight of what if this could be something for you? What if this could be a vehicle to really start looking at, maybe from a financial point of view or from a health point of view, to really change your lives and maybe even change the lives around you. So I'm really, really excited to share the business side of things at the end of the call. And right now I'm going to hand over to Casey, who's actually going to share a bit about the product first. So Casey, I had met a couple of years ago, and she's an amazing mummy, and I know she's got a beautiful story. So she's going to start with her story and then share with you a bit about the product as well. So Casey, if you want to just hop off mute, that would be awesome.
Thanks, Abby. Thanks everyone for jumping on tonight. I know how, especially if you're a busy mum, what it's like to, at night time, this time of the night, it's normally your downtime. So quick little bit about myself. So I'm a hairdresser by trade. I work from home and I have 2 little boys. And when I work from home, I also have my 3-year-old, juggling him at the same time. So growing up, I didn't have the greatest childhood. There was a lot of domestic violence growing up, which played a lot on me mentally. I was, taken from my nan and pop, my mum quite a lot, and handed over to my nan and pop. So my nan also looked after a lot of my family, so nutrition wasn't really there. My nana used to, lots of jarred meals and stuff, frozen stuff, but that's just all that she knew and what she could afford at the time. But that's also what I only knew. So when I moved out of home at 17, not educated on nutrition, I was flooding my body with like Hungry Jacks after work, 12-hour day, sometimes not even eating. Or I would have a mocha, iced coffee, cheese sausage, like just not good stuff. And then I had my first son, Riley, and unfortunately I got postnatal depression. And when I got that, I felt like, I'm trying to cry. I felt like I had failed as a mother because of the way that I was. I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't want to go see anyone. Making meals for my child was just an effort. I just wanted to give him, jarred food and stuff. So, depression played a big part for me. And I also lost my dad just a year or so ago. And I truly believe if I wasn't on this product that it would not have helped me. But not only has it helped myself, it's helped my grandfather with his cancer, my husband with his smoking, weight loss, the list goes on. But I'm not going to go too much more into my story, but I truly like this product, and the business has done so much for me, because half of the people that I have now are either friends that I feel like I'll have for life, that are like family. There are people that are not even in my team that are like sidelines that are helping me continuously. So the reason I love taking Juice Plus is because of the quality and variety that I know that my family and I are getting, because it's vine ripened, and a lot of fruit and veggies now in supermarkets are early picked and stored into freezers and stuff for like years, which is not good, or it is coated with pesticides and all those type of things. So these are our products here. We only have 3 bottles here. So this is our micronutrients. So we've got our fruit and our veggie caps, which is all our vitamins and minerals. And then, fruit and veg, sorry. So you don't have to be smart to do this stuff. You got your fruit and veg, which is your minerals, your vitamins and minerals, and you've got your berries, which is your antioxidants. So that's your micronutrition. And then we have our complete powders, which is also whole food nutrition, which is our macronutrition, which is all good fats, all our good carbs and our protein. sorry, I forgot to add that this is whole foods in a vegan capsule. It has a food label. There are over 35 universal studies on Juice Plus. And, I've had a few people question before, like, oh, what's in it? And I'm like, fruit and veggies. That's it. It's not that hard. There's no chemicals. Where I've had someone, she takes fish oil, and we've asked her, where does your fish oil come from? What fish does it come from? She actually couldn't answer that. Where we can actually go into our virtual office and we can find out exactly where your berries and all of these things were picked, which please tell me if any of you can find a product out there where you can find out all that information. Not only when you get to go on these amazing capsules, you can sponsor a child to go on these gummies, which my children love, which is full of apple, pineapple, spinach, kale, rice bran, which there's no way. I would love to know if any of you get your children to eat broccoli, beetroot, parsley, spinach every day. And if you do, good on you. But without all the pesticides, bacteria, herbicides, there's just no way. And that's why I love taking Juice Plus, because I know that we're getting the best quality possible. Australian Health Organisation, is meant to be 9 to 12, fruit and veg, like a whole cup. Having a tomato in your sandwich and stuff just isn't cutting it. So, how much are you really eating daily and on a whole food level? Because when you're cooking it and stuff, you're also taking out all that nutrition. So the way Juice Plus is made, it's dehydrated at a level that doesn't kill the enzymes. So you're actually getting live food in your body through your system that works on a cellular and DNA level. So the reason I love taking Juice Plus is because it bridges the gap for me when I have those busy days and I don't have time to eat healthy. So I hope I've covered that. I think I'm going to pass it over to Zoe now, who's going to share a little bit about what Juice.
Okay, so I think we're going to do it. I think it's Brooke, actually. So, Brooke, if you could get yourself off.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. We changed it last minute. Brooke, if you can hear me, if you'd like to.
Zoe's probably having a heart attack. I know, Casey.
I got it.
Cool.
Sorry. Yeah, last minute. And I'm in my pajamas. So, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, so
that's the best in your days. That's the best.
Yeah. And I'm in a caravan, so it's a bit squishy too. Get myself settled. Yeah, so I'm a single mum to a little boy. My son's almost 12, and a few years ago he was diagnosed with ASD, ADHD, and anxiety, and that sort of resulted in him not coping at school at all. So pulled him out of school, and we've been homeschooling and still, really struggling. And we decided to hit the road. So we actually travel full time around Australia in our caravan with our dog at the moment. And we've been doing that for about 18 months now. But about December last year, I met Zoe in a caravan park in Bundaberg. We were talking about kids not, my child in particular, not eating his fruit and veg. And his plate is pretty white. It's not much colour in there at all. It's really hard to get him to sort of, he's not too bad with fruit, but yeah, vegetables doesn't happen. And his diet was pretty crap. So I started him on the chewies, and I got the product for myself as well. And I thought, it's only a little bit extra just to get them for me and to get his ones free. So I had absolutely no expectations at all. Just wanted to get some more nutrition into him and give him a better start. So it was probably about a good 4 to 6 months maybe before I really started to notice for him. He was so much better at managing his moods, and his mood swings weren't as big, and the tantrums and the meltdowns weren't happening like they used to. And he was going to the toilet a lot more regularly. Poor little buggy was getting, going for a week without going to the toilet, and was getting pretty cranky. But that sorted that out pretty quickly as well. And yeah, it was about a good 4 to 6 months before we really started to see some progress, I think, with his behaviour, which was a surprise. I didn't expect that at all. And yeah, a little while ago, we made the decision to take him off his medication. He was on an ADHD medication, and you read the labels on those things, and they're terrifying. You know, side effects can cause suicidal thoughts, blah blah blah. And I thought, this kid's heading into teenage years. What am I going to do? So it took him off, and he hasn't. He's, you know, he's great. he's absolutely, you know, it's not cured him or anything like that for sure. He still has his days and his moments, and he still struggles every day. But it's so comforting to know that he's off medication, and the damage that can do, like long-term liver damage and, you know, all that sort of thing, and just setting him up into a culture where you just plod along to a specialist or a doctor, and they just prescribe something for you, and you just take it, and that's it. There's no other options. But he's now learned a better way. So yeah, can't be happier with that at all. Yeah, and for me, I was on blood pressure medication for 3 years. Stress levels were up there through the roof and everything. And yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I came off that as well. The potassium and the Juice Plus really brought my blood pressure down, so I could get off that as well. So we're both off the medication, and it was, for us, it was a catalyst to change the way that we eat. Our pantry and our fridge look completely different to what they did a year ago. The change is incredible, and I feel fantastic. And yeah, love it. I'll never take anything else. I've tried everything else on the market for both of us, actually. You know, try this, try that, see what works. Yeah, and Juice Plus is the only thing that's worked consistently for us. So very, very happy. That's it.
Cool. Thanks so much. That's an amazing story. That's crazy. That's awesome. Thank you. So we're going to get Mark next, please, to share his amazing story. So if you can take yourself off mute, Mark, that'd be awesome. He's saying no now, Abby.
No, Mark, we want you to share. Come on, share your story.
No.
Come on.
Come on, Mark. Do you know, I used to be so scared to do this, and I still get scared to do this. And do you know what? There'll be someone, maybe 2, 3, maybe one person you'll inspire. Please share your story with us.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect.
We can hear you.
Okay, well, my Juice Plus journey started back in February this year. I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat, couldn't do anything. I was bedridden for about 4 to 5 weeks. Then one of my best friends, Dion, suggested that I go on Juice Plus because I was on a whole lot of other medication. I was on Megatrexate. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that before, but they give it to people who've got leukemia, and it was making me really sick, making me a lot worse. Then one day Dion came around and he brought me some Juice Plus, and he said, give this a shot. And I looked at it and I laughed, and I thought, what's that going to do? And he said, you'll be surprised, just take it and see if it does. So threw all the other medication in the bin and started with Juice Plus, and I haven't looked back since. I'm now running about 30 to 40 kilometres a week and doing 4 45-minute boxing classes a week. And I'm just so grateful that he put me on Juice Plus, and if I can help other people with their health and get back to where they want to be, I'll be really happy. So here I am.
Awesome. That's great, Mark. See, you got nothing to
Thanks, Abby. You put me on the spot.
You've got a great story. You've got a great story.
I'm in my pajamas.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's great.
Thanks, darling.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Casey. I really, really appreciate you sharing with us about the product, which is an amazing vehicle. So really, as you can hear, we've got a bulletproof product, you know, and this is one thing that really sets us apart from a lot of other companies out there is that we've got a backing of a company that's been around for 43 years and a product that's been around for 23 years. And as Casey mentioned, we pride ourselves on the fact that the only time you won't see us on supermarket shelves, but you'll see us in medical journals, because we can actually show and prove what it does in the body. And not only for that, but if you start listening to the stories, and I urge you to do that, we've got a testimonial page with customers from all around the world, and there's about 180,000 customers on that page. They just share their stories, everyday people sharing what this amazing product has done for them. And you can read those stories, and when you read through those stories, you almost have an obligation to share this. And this is what I want to share with you now, is the fact that, you know, how we do this business is really about sharing what it can do for people and helping people in their health as well. So I'm going to share with you, I'm just going to bring my whiteboard up here so you can have a little look. Just going to share with you briefly about what this business is all about, how you can get started, and what it could mean for you personally. We've just come off an amazing weekend. We've had a fantastic weekend that we've shared as a community in terms of building our business. And one thing that I've taken away is really about looking at how we're living our lives. And I think so often we limit ourselves of what we can do in our life. And one thing that I'm really have probably been challenged with throughout this whole journey of being part of this business is stretching myself of what I can achieve. And, you know, I think for so long, and I don't know if you're the same, I've been in this situation where we've just been so ingrained of how we should live our lives. I mean, for me, and I'm sure a lot of you out there, there's this ingrained that we've been taught that we go to high school, we then leave high school, we then go and study and do that and get a degree maybe for the next 4 years. We then go find a job that's a 9-to-5 job, and we do that for the next 40 years, and we have about 4 weeks off a year. And then what happens is we do that for the 40 years, and then we're left with about 4 years to retire on at the end of working such a long, hard life. And then we, you know, are we meant to then enjoy those last few years that we actually have in life? So for me, that I think we've all been ingrained like that. I'm sure if I said put up your hands, you've all had the same way of thinking that this is what life is about and this is how you go get your job. But the thing is, there is another way, and really this business is just about a mindset shift. It really is. It's about just a mindset shift that why not could we do this business for the next 4 years and build an income that will actually last us over the next 40 years that we can retire into. To me, it would just make so much sense to go, I would love to just work for the next 4 years to set myself up so that I can actually live a life for the next 40 years and enjoy that time freedom with my family and my loved ones. To me, that just makes so much more sense. So that's really what I want to share with you today. And I want to start by really, for myself, going back 5 years ago when I said yes to this, there was a few things that came up that I thought, you know what, I wasn't 100% sure. And this is where I like to share this, because if you to say yes to this opportunity, I want you to say 100% yes. You know, I don't want there to be niggling things in the back of your mind to go, oh, I'm not sure about this. I want it to be 100% yes. So when I first started, one of the big things for me was that I was really, really busy. How many people are busy here? Hands up, busy people. I think pretty much when I ask that question, 100% of people will be busy, because it's a busy, you know, we all live a busy lifestyle, whether you're mums or, you know, whether you've got a full-time job, whatever it is, we try and cram everything in. So what I love about this business is this is for busy people. This business is a perfect business for busy people. And the reason why I say that is because this is actually what I call a lifestyle business. It's actually something that you could do, or you can breathe through what you ever do already in life. So whether you do work full time, whether you're a stay-at-home mum, whether you work part-time, whatever your situation is, you can breathe it through what you already do. And it's all about talking to people. It's really all about sharing our product and sharing our business. So if you like to talk to people, if you like to help people, this is a perfect business for you. And normally busy people have a lot of networks, you socialize, and this is what it's all about. This is what our business is all about, is actually sharing it in social networks as well. And one of the biggest things that I find is a lot of us are on social media these days. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Why not get paid for being on those social media outlets? Like, why not be able to be out there on social media and get paid for that? Because that's really actually what our business is all about. Now, another thing that I often find people say is they don't like to sell to people. Okay, that was a bit of a fear for me when I first started. I was like, I don't want to sell to my friends and family and that type of thing. And do you know what? What I absolutely love about this business is we actually don't want sellers. We don't want salespeople, only because when you start selling a product, people don't like to be sold to. Okay, so we actually will say to people, don't go and put plaster Juice Plus all over your social media and jam it down people's throats, because that's not what we're all about. Our company, our business is a company with a heart. We actually want to help people. And as soon as you get into that mindset of this is fruit and veggies that we get to share and change people's lives with. And when you start hearing those stories, as I said before, it becomes an obligation to share this. So once you start sharing from the heart and you share this as a gift, you'll find that you can't sell this. It's something that will sell itself. And all our job is to share that message. So really, that's just a mindset shift. Now, another thing that a lot of people might think is it one of those companies? Those companies, okay, where, does everyone just get all the money at the top? It's kind of like that pyramid. Now, I just want to show you the difference between a traditional business and our Juice Plus business. So we can take any sort of business out there. We can take Woolworths, for example. We will find that there is one position at the top normally. There's a guy at the top called the CEO, or a girl. And that is the one position that's a six-figure income. Then you might have some other guys at the top there that might have some six-figure incomes there, and so on down the bottom where you have some managers. And then you'll have what we call like the checkout chicks, or the ones on the tills there at the bottom. That's really trading time for money. They're probably earning about $20, $25 an hour. I don't know how much they earn these days, but that's what they're earning, and they're normally doing that part-time or maybe full-time. Now, Susie on the cash register here, do you ever think she will actually get CEO of Woolworths? It's a very highly unlikely chance that she will ever earn a six-figure income in Woolworths. What happens is that she may get promoted up here, maybe around here if she's lucky, but really to get this six-figure income, it's going to mean that she has to go back and study, or she has to work really, really hard to get to that point, and she may never get there. So I can pretty much guarantee that's any traditional job that really looks like that. Now, what our Juice Plus business is really an upside down pyramid, okay? Now, why it is because everyone that comes in starts exactly the same. We all start as a virtual franchisee. We all have the same opportunity, okay? We have a top position called an NMD, a National Marketing Director. Now, that is a six-figure income, okay? Now, what we have is a blueprint. We actually can show you exactly how to get to that top position. All you've got to do is follow that. And as you come into this business, you lock arms with other people to help and support you to get there. And every person has that same opportunity. And why I put that as a dotted line at the top is because that's an uncapped income. So as a CEO of a traditional business, you get to a certain point and actually you've just got to work harder to earn more money. Whereas when we get up to NMD position, the sky's the limit of what you can earn. We always say what you earn is actually a reflection of how many lives that you change every single month in this business. And that's an amazing feeling. The more people you help, the more your income is going to increase. So you get rewarded in this business for helping people. And we lock arms together and help you do that. So the opportunity for you to earn that in whatever capacity you're in is absolutely possible. Okay, another thing that I find is people say they don't know enough people. Okay, so a lot of the time in network marketing, which is what this business is that there's a myth out there that you need to know hundreds and hundreds of people to be successful. Okay, so I just want to show you briefly that that's not the case at all, okay? It's all about linking arms with one another, building a bit of a tribe of like-minded people and helping them. Okay, so to give you an example, when I first started 5 years ago, stay-at-home mum with 2 kids at home, I wasn't getting out much. So I used to hand my business card out a lot, and I had it at a friend's house, and she had a mutual friend called Val who came over, saw my card, ordered Juice Plus, and then 9 months later decided to join the business. She was a stay-at-home mum as well. Now, Val at the time was going to the gym, and Caitlin, who's over there somewhere hiding, she was a personal trainer, 21 years of age, and she saw the benefit for her clients to come on board and share this product with. So she came on board. Caitlin then had a friend called Kylie who was in the beauty industry, and she as well saw the opportunity for her clients as well. And Kim there as well. She is in sports science, and she also saw the benefit for her clients as well. So she came on board. So as you can see, I never knew Caitlin, I never knew Kylie, I'd never met them before, and they became part of my business. And it was all about sharing with one person. Now, just so that you can see the opportunity, I'm an NMD, Val's an NMD, Caitlin's an NMD, Kylie and Kim are both QNMDs, which is the second top position in the company. So what it shows you is that we link arms, we help people get to that top position in income, and everyone here is on 6-figure incomes, okay? And someone like Caitlin, 24 years of age, she's now retiring into this business at that age, which is quite incredible. This is what she does full time. Okay, and now she's able to live a lifestyle on her terms. So what we get to do is we link arms, we help people get there, and this is called a popcorn effect, because everyone here knows more than one person, right? You know more than one person that you could help build that income with. So what happens is people start to share this, and popcorn, you pop it on the stove, it keeps popping off the stove. This is what our business is all about. You share it with one person, they're going to share it with some other people, and so it continues. That's why you don't need to know hundreds. In actual fact, I say 5. If you know 5 people to start with, you're going to have a successful business straight away that you can actually help people even with just 5 people. So, alrighty, I'm going for time. Okay. Now, I just briefly want to just share with you how you can earn some money in this first month of being part of the business. Now, it's $137.50 to join our business. Okay, $137.50. Now, what we can show you is how you can earn an income really in that first 24 hours of being part of the business. You can earn back that money straight away. Now, we get paid 3 ways in the business, and I'm just going to show you what the bonus is all about. We get paid a retail sales profit, where every time Juice Plus a box is shipped, you get $61 back, which is awesome. We get paid a commission, so on the 10th of every month we get paid, and we also get paid a bonus money. So how you can pick that up straight away is, say you get started here, okay, you share the product with 3 people. You yourself, if we say premium pack, you yourself are your own customer. You share this with your mum or your brother, and you're at that first position straight away, which is a $100 bonus that you can get back in the first 24 hours to 10 days of being part of this business. Okay? Now, what happens there is you get $61 back here, 61 here, and 61 here, which means that you've actually earned more than what you've paid this franchise for, and you've done that within the first week, which is awesome. In the next 30 days, so in 40 days, there's another position called an SDVF. Don't worry too much about the name. It's a $400 bonus that you can get back straight away as well. What you do then is you bring in 3 people. So if you've got 3 friends that you can think of right now that could do with an extra $500 in their account in the next 30 days, you want to tell them about this business, because all you've got to do is help them get their 3 customers. Okay? Once you help them get their 3 customers, you're at this position, you've got your $400 bonus, which means in the first 40 days, that's a $500 bonus you can pick up, as well as your commission on top of that. Okay? Now, the one thing I love is we have something called a sponsors bonus, which is what that means is if you help these 3 people get to that position, they will get their $400 bonus, but so will you. So there's an opportunity here for the next 40 days to help these 3 people, and that is $400, $400, and $400 for $1,200 of bonus money that you can pick up as well. And it's all about linking arms and helping each other. So that just briefly shows of how you can get started and really start an income as soon as you start this business. Okay, so in closing, I just want to really just share with you from the heart of what this business really means for me, and really for so many of us in this business and on this call. You know, I started this as a stay-at-home mum, and we are talking about mummies here, or mummies to be. And one of the things that when I said yes to this was just looking at the opportunity where, you know what, I could actually still be a mum and do all the things that I thought that I needed to do, or as a mum that we have to do, but also be able to contribute to the home and have an online home-based business. I started this with a 2-year-old and a 4-month-old, and I just really put one foot in front of the other. You know, I was able just to share this opportunity with a few people, and you know what happened is that the more I told people about this, the more my income started to grow. And in the first 18 months, what it allowed us is, coming from a lot of debt, we were able to start to get ahead. And it gave us an opportunity to actually buy a home, and I'm forever grateful for Juice Plus to be able to give us that opportunity, because without my Juice Plus income, we would have never have been able to afford that house. One of the life-changing, family-changing moments it's given us has been allowing my husband to take redundancy money 18 months ago. And when we did that, when we looked at what Juice Plus was giving us, Juice Plus was actually paying for our mortgage. It was paying for all the private schooling for our children. It was paying for bills, and it was even giving us more money at the end of the month to save as well. And that was 18 months ago. My husband was then able to take 12 months off working, and he was able to find his passion. And to be able to do that for the family was absolutely amazing. And it gave me my confidence back as a mum. I've been able to find myself in this business, and it is such a rewarding business, because at the end of the day, it really now is not just about me and what I can achieve in this business, but now how I can help other mums and other women and other men to be part of this and take control of their own finances and their own life. And that's one of the most amazing gifts that we've got in this business. So 5 years on, coming from debt, we are now planning our dream home. I'm off to the UK at the end of the month. I've already been to the US, to Melbourne this year, and it gives us those type of opportunities as a stay-at-home mum I would never have dreamed in a million years would be possible. So when I say it truly has changed our lives, it truly has. It's given us family freedom now, and that is quite an amazing feeling. So guys, I know we've just gone a little bit over half past, so I want to wrap it up. I really respect your time. So I just would like to leave you really with the question of what if. What if this could be an amazing vehicle that you could step in and say yes? I mean, it's $137.50 to join our business that you could, if you worked at this, turn this into a six-figure income. And there's not many opportunities out there that you could do that with. And it really comes down to you and really how you share this and share this on a daily basis. So what if this could be for you? What if you know some people that you can help in their health and also help in their financial situation too? So we do these calls every fortnight. So if you know anyone, please bring them on the call, or we can share this by recording as well. So thank you very much, everyone, for being on the call tonight. I really, really appreciate it. I'm just going to stop recording now.